name is Philip Mendoza, although professionally I am known as Phoenix Mendoza, but I'm not from Phoenix. Totally different story, and besides the point. I've been a professional songwriter for 17 years. Started my career just in high school, actually, in Prescott, Arizona. Started a band with my friends. We toured the Southwest for about 4 years, I want to say. During that time, began writing original music, and it hooked me. I got into it. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, uh, when I was 21, I want to say, and I started pursuing a career as a songwriter. Didn't have any clue how to do it, so I started going to open mic nights and going to different songwriting rounds and different places where there's just a community of songwriters. After about 2 years of doing that, I signed my first publishing deal with Warner Brothers and wrote there for a number of years, and then signed a subsequent deal with another company and another company. Um, I've had songs cut by major artists. I've had songs on some movies. I've had songs in commercials, and even had a hit song in Germany that I couldn't even tell you what the words are because it's translated strangely. At any rate, a dear friend of mine asked if I would provide you guys with 3 songwriting tips that I think are essential to the development of a songwriter. The first tip I have for you is write it down, whatever it is. Any idea, creative thought, profound moment, whatever it is in your brain that you find important, or that you just whatever just tickles that. That's, oh wow, I didn't even think about it. Just write it down. Write it down. We're living in the digital age. You got an iPhone, Galaxy Plus, whatever. I don't even know what they're all called. Whatever. I'm old. But you have voice memos. You have a note section. In my iPhone, I have over 1,000 notes. I may use some of them. I may not use any of them. I tend to write from a stream of consciousness mind. I journal a lot. So during the times when you're freehand writing, doesn't rhyme, no structure, no verses, for me, the profound thought comes from that. That's exercise. Your brain is a muscle. Exercise that muscle. It's just like anything else. The more you write, the more the words flow, the more streamlined they become, and the more the more capable you become of conveying that in the most relatable fashion. And that's where hit songs come from. That song that you can relate to, that song that you feel like they're talking about their innermost truth, but it also feels like your innermost truth. That is someone who has knocked off all the extra parts, gotten right to the essence of that phrase or that song or that meaning, and just trimmed all the fat. That is just pure thought. And when it's done correctly, it almost feels like your thoughts. That comes from practice. That comes from exercising. That comes from writing it down. 2, take your time. There's no time limit on how fast you have to finish a song. I have on average about 3 or 4 songs that I'm writing at all times, and they just it's like a conveyor belt. New idea comes, old idea gets finished, and it just keeps moving, keeps moving. I used to try and write as fast as I could because I thought I had to get it out and get it done. You don't. I mean, I've spent months on a song. I've had song ideas for years in my notes or in my journal. They're little creative. I don't know. They're just these little creative. I guess they're your children, right? These songs are your children. They're these little. When they're not ready, you don't have to force it. Let them come out naturally. Don't force it. There's all kinds of poetry that doesn't rhyme. There's all kinds of poetry with different forms. There's songs that have 8 minutes of words. There's songs that are 2 minutes of words. There's no rules. So why should there be time limits? Take your time. Number 3, read. Read, read, read. Read poetry. Read documents. Read great American novels. Read classic literature. Read the Bible. Read whatever you want to read with the written word. Has been around for thousands of years. You can learn a lot from it. Sentence structure, meter, form, grammar, punctuation, slang, all of it. Read. That is your tool. That is your craft. The written word is your greatest asset in a song. So go study the greats. Um, get an audiobook. Again, digital age. I drive around in my truck all the time and I got audiobooks going. They do that for poetry, just as like you listen to Spotify or anything like that. It's just another form of ingesting people's thoughts, streams of consciousness, and words. Um, and if I could throw a fourth one in there really quickly, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest to what you want to accomplish. Be honest to the song. Tell that truth, whatever it is, even if it's a made up story. Be true to that moment. And all four of those things will work together. So get after it. We need more songwriters like you. It's a beautiful world. Why not write it down? Thank you.